So we talked a lot about Jay's new album 444 yesterday. It has officially gone platinum. So he had a deal with Sprint where they bought a lot of the free downloads, and fans, of course, downloaded them. So are you guys surprised?
No.
How many days has it been out? Early Friday?
No, I'm not surprised because Jay, being the genius that he is, this has been a move of his for a little while now, where it's a loophole in the system, where you can basically purchase or have someone purchase your project in bulk so that it's recognized by the fucking R whatever.
All right.
Yeah, so that it's recognized that way before it's even been out for a week. So this would, remember the last album was platinum without it really being platinum or before fans. It was a new way. It was a new way, a non-conventional way of going platinum. I think that was the Kingdom Come album, one of those other albums. He did something similar with Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch. I forgot what album it was, but I think it was Kingdom Come. So I'm not surprised by this. This is just the savvy businessman at Hove is. This is not shocking.
This is definitely cheating, though. If we look at, if we're judging plaques and stuff like that, the only thing is, it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things because Hove will win platinum anyway, right? But when you see, yo, he's platinum in 3 days, it looks so great and so crazy, which it's not because of the fans, and I think that kind of fools fans. Like, oh shit, is that lit in the streets? No, it's the company that bought it, so it's cheating a little bit. But he would have won platinum anyway. The album is great. He's the only one who is consistently doing this, where he's partnering with these companies and putting an album out. I wasn't surprised that Sprint was involved because Sprint owns part of Thailand anyway. So with Sprint getting involved in the way they did, where they had like a voucher, if you have Sprint, you could just put in the code word Sprint and download the album. Wasn't surprised, but it is cheating a little bit. Now I saw the RIAA also announced he has the most platinum rap albums ever, which I would imagine. But it is cheating when you're getting it like 3 days out. I don't even see the grind, but it's Hove. It's Hove.
But they all cheat.
In a way.
In what way?
They all cheat, and the numbers are there for people to cheat. Numbers in the music business are there to mislead. So I'm not mad at him. No, that was period. I didn't have more to say. I wasn't adding.
Joe's not keeping his same energy.
Yeah, man,
He's
you want Tyler
really
to cut the
turned
check.
up at
You
6 a.m.
know what happens? I come in at 6 in the morning. Y'all want to talk about all the topics. We laugh, have a great time. Then we come in. I don't want to hear this shit.
Except when I start introducing the next topic, and then you catch your second win.
What's the next topic?
I don't know. I'm just gonna go slow. We're still on Jay right now.
Oh.
You notice this, right? Every time I start the next topic is then when you like a genius idea hits you.
Yeah, I always have a lot to say about the bullshit topics at the end.
Fuck this topic. No, just kidding. I have a lot of shit to say. So a lot of people, of course, when Jay dropped the album, had great things to say. I remember Kendrick tweeting that he's a master teacher. And of course, 50 Cent had to give his take on it, but not in a tweet, with an Instagram video.
This is great.
Yo, it was lit last night. I just got back from the gym. I listened to Jay shit, that 444. I thought the shit was alright, you know what I'm saying? I like the shit. But I'm gonna keep it 100. The shit was too smart, right? I felt like I was supposed to be wearing like glasses and shit and like tie like a fucking sweater around my waist. It was like Ivy League shit. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. Niggas is hot out here, so they don't wanna hear that shit. They just wanna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And fuck that. You can't be the best rapper at 47 because the new niggas is here. They coming with new shit going on. That's why I was laughing when with the Joe Buttons nigga, with the Amigos niggas, because they up next. You gotta let the young niggas come in. Niggas fucking with Future and all this other shit. Leave them niggas alone, B. What the fuck is the matter with you, man? I ain't gonna hold you up, son. That shit was like golf course music.
Fifth is my guy, man. Hey, by the way, we do have to point out, you see all this little new facial, like he shaved it down. Jay-Z's making Joe really accept his age, man. Like he's no longer dyeing the beard, you know what I mean? He cut it down. He's about
never dyed my beard. I just want to throw that out there. I want my grays. I can't wait till this whole shit is gray. Shows growth and wisdom.
Yeah, Jay really empowered you for that. I like how you said that. It looked in.
No, she really
looked at
pissing
me
me
for-
off. She really pissing me off.
Yeah,
here.
'cause she looking at
Said
you like,
that.
nigga, you're lying.
He looked at me for reinforcement. Joe, get the fuck out of here.
However, 50's he's so diplomatic. I mean, first of all, I think he understands everything on the J album.
Is that
Like,
the word you meant to use? Diplomatic?
No, that's the
What?
that's the worst word. I don't even know what that sentence means.
right,
How is
okay.
he diplomatic?
Sorry.
Oh, no.
I want you to finish your
No,
thought.
because I'm just
We-
saying some
we
shit.
have
Yo,
a
you're
dictionary somewhere.
Yes,
We do
please,
have
look it up.
the dictionary.
Anyway, what I'm saying is he can see both
Can't
sides.
see it.
He's able to see the side of the ignorant niggas. When I post Jay-Z's album, the ignorant niggas that be following me, they're like, this shit is literally too smart. Like, I don't want to hear this. Like, nigga kicking game. I just want to hear like a lot of just as you
That's
call low
'cause
quality
you've
music.
never posted anything for smart people.
No. Because I've posted Kendrick. A lot of people like it, but this right here, where you're kicking game, where some of the young hip hop fans, they don't know about owning businesses and investing. Like some of them, they don't. Most of what they know is the money phone, right? So they're kind of looking at it like that. I think 50 doesn't look at it like that, but I think he understands that most hip hop fans, or some hip hop fans, do.
And just not to forget this point, you know the funniest thing about what you just said about your audience and the younger hip hop audience not really understanding business or any of that shit, right? Jay is he's a notorious drug dealer. So all of this fine business acumen that he displays, and I can say the same for a lot of the other rappers, it comes from having a really keen understanding of drugs and the streets. So I don't think that's an excuse to not know business.
It is an excuse when every rapper now doesn't rap about dealing drugs; they rap about taking drugs. So there's no more, hey, we're dealing, we're flipping. No, we're taking, we're high, we're off one. I'm asleep, I'm knocked out, I'm dead. That's what's going on. So I mean, just how. I understand what you're saying in terms of drug dealers. They're kind of like street hustlers, right? When you were hearing them rap about
I mean, the good ones are businessmen.
Exactly. They're rapping about the price keys and all that. Nowadays, these new rappers are rapping about everything they've taken in the last 2 weeks. All the mixes of drugs. So I think
Which is y'all new niggas is real funny because y'all are doing all of these fucking amazing drugs to just sit and stare on the phone. Like, y'all don't even know how to enjoy your fucking high correctly. At least last decade, niggas was getting high and out in the streets robbing niggas. You niggas is popping pills and just doing this. That don't even sound fun.
So that's what I'm saying. Jay's talking way above their heads. Way above their heads. Because this is developed talk from even the street corner. So that's why I understand, like, a lot of fans, some of the fans won't get it. A lot of my younger fans, they don't get it.
Well,
not all, but a lot.
When you shouldn't get it if you've never been given the information, right? So let's throw my business drug shit to the side for a minute. Jay is giving them the information. Somebody should be giving them the information. Now, whether they want to try to fucking internalize it properly, that's something totally different. But I'm not going to fault Jay for giving the information, especially when his entire career, like we said yesterday, he spoke a lot against the subject matter of this album. Now, 50. These two have been doing this since I was
50 petty. 50 petty.
But this has been, I almost wouldn't even respect this if he didn't do this to Hov. They have been doing this since How to Rob. This has been the nature of 50 and Hov's relationship. Playful, respectful jabs from How to Rob to I'm about $1, what the fuck is 50 Cent. They've always kind of playfully acknowledged each other with some venom as adversaries. So that's why to hear Jay shout 50 out when he was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, that was amazing. To even see 50 do these type of videos where it's playful, it's joking. Again, I keep saying to see pictures of 50 and Fat Joe, to see pictures of, hear Hov talk about Lance Unrevenge. Like, it's so much shit that happened last decade that a lot of this shit would be unfathomable to anybody who was really, I'm bodying you now. See that third topic? That third topic, dumb boy.
That first topic, you're like,
I'm saying, when we not talking about Rob Kardashian and Ugly God, I can provide something here.
Ugly God want his fade. I'm just saying, go ahead.
Ugly God what?
You want his fade. You see, you've been talking down on him, man. Go ahead, man. Just keep going.
What?
I don't know what. I still don't. I said, wait, what?
Ugly God want his fade from you, nigga.
Oh.
Anyway, like I was saying here with this. So I like this. I like this comedic type of Instagram post shit. I like it coming from 50. I'd love to hear more of it. We like it. And you definitely could be the best rapper at 47 years old. Mm-hmm. It's probably easier to be the best rapper now at 47 years old. The young niggas ain't rapping. Hey, that's not hate. That's not hate. That's not hate.
He called you.
You guys are doing
at the end.
melodic tune stuff. I'm not hating.
Yo, you got to own it because
he called you out for hating.
50's hate. 50 was that video that no. It's loving hate. Like it's a playful, but it's hate.
Well,
it's disguised in hate.
Really.
When he jabs at Diddy, it's the y'all praising this nigga too much. Let me kind of like put it in perspective. It's gonna be funny, so it's not gonna be like from a place of like real aggressive hatred. But
you have to jab at Diddy as your.
I don't think they reciprocate the jabs like he does, man. He constantly, it's like a jab every time they do something good. There's a jab.
50 is a bully from Queens who was on the run from some of the toughest niggas in the world and in wars with them. Puff is a fucking Harlem hustler. He ain't got time for this shit. He ain't got time for these shenanigans. The fucking Harlem hustlers is worried about looking fly and getting money. Queens niggas is trying to be fucking doing this shit.
You know what I did think about though? I thought about.
What did you think about?
If
keep it Andre.
This guy. You see, he hit his stride just now. He's so
listen.
I feel like we need to shut him down.
I'm like LeBron.
You're feeling
I try
yourself.
to let you get it off early because I can, yeah, I mean.
Cut it
And then when
out.
I see you slowing down, I'm like, all right, I got it. Let me get us to the finals.
Nah, I thought you were gonna body this Rob Kardashian thing. You did.
Yeah, you did.
But
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I don't really care about Rob Kardashian. I'm sorry.
But you almost made me forget my point, which I didn't. But 50 Cent, when I saw this, I'm like, imagine if 50's music kind of progressed and evolved as he grew. Like 50's like 40, right? He's around like 40 years old. And his music
50's older than 40.
Okay, when he does put out music, still kind of aggressive, I'm on the street corner talk. And again, Jay has evolved as an artist, where you could listen to his music 10, 15 years ago, and he was rapping about that period of his life and what he was doing and how that mentality has really evolved and grown over the years. I think 50 kind of sees that, and I think 50's a little bit, he's a little envious of it because you have, that's the way that Jay has kind of maintained his relevance by not just sticking to one thing throughout his whole career. He's kind of grown, and whether it's a growth where certain times he goes to like the Magna Carta or even the like Blueprint 3, we're like, we're not too sure about that, Jay. But he comes back with American Gangsta, and he comes back with a record like this. So I gotta imagine that 50 sees that. I'm not saying he's jealous, but I have to imagine he looks at that and be like, that's admirable.
This is a very interesting point.
You don't think so?
Do you think 50 could ever put out an album like this? Not trying to compare him to Hov, but 50 has stories to tell.
When you said that just now, see, I didn't think music. When you said 50 has yet to evolve in his artistry, I didn't necessarily keep it music there. Granted, 50 stopped creating music at the same quality that he once did. But a lot of other things happened with him and Interscope, so I don't really look at that. But 50 did the vitamin water deal. 50 did a lot of deals when I know me and a few other people were like, that's a very left, obscure kind of deal. 50 right now has the #1 show on Stars. I project it to be the #1 show on cable soon. So I say that to say I think that is evolving in art.
Well, I was thinking about music because if you listen, I love 50's interviews. When you hear 50 speak, 50 speaks beyond just what's going on. He usually gets really in depth and
That's
really
the
talks
other
on people's
reason
heads.
that this is really funny, because 50 rode people thinking he was stupid to his fortune. So him saying that I think the Hov album is too smart and I gotta wear his golf course music, all of that is really funny because 50 is probably the funniest person in hip hop. But
and one of the smartest.
50 100% not only understands everything on that album, but has been applying things on that album. So yeah, this is probably him just catering to the fucking fans that follow you.
There's niggas on my page, man. Salute to 50, man. 50's funny,
a
though.
bunch of spam bots.
Hilarious. You think Jay sees like videos like this and laughs? He's so mysterious. We never see him, but I feel like he's watching everything.
I think Jay sees everything. I don't think there's one thing that happens in the music business that Jay does not see.
I think Jay watches his show.
Why do you think that?
I don't know, like he shouted out Playboy Cardi on Twitter. I'm like, yo.
Because of you?
I'm thinking he watching like, oh, I'm tired of this shit.
Let me show him some love. Akademiks is out here struggling by
I'm
himself.
just saying, I think he does. I think a lot of...
Is that, but just really quick, this has nothing to do with nothing. Is that how you come to your points? Like, is that how you conclude things?
What do you mean?
I think Jay-Z watches the show
No,
because he shouted out Playboy Cardi.
No, not,
I, too, have said Playboy Cardi at some point on the show.
Not only because of that. I feel like he has a great pulse on the culture, and I think the show is a great way how to kind of keep up with what's going on in hip-hop. I think everyone watches the show.
Everyone doesn't watch the show.
Well, I'm assuming.
I would like for everyone to watch the show. And Jay, if you're watching, hi.
Hi, Jay. We didn't get to talk about this yesterday, but we needed to. On Family Feud, so he has that line about old dudes.
I'm feeling attacked. I feel attacked.
All right, well, old dudes acting brand new, acting like Tupac ain't have a nose ring too. I don't know if I.
You know what's funny about? You know what's funny about this? I say that line a lot. You know what's funny about this? I feel like I got our notes and shit and our little pre-production meeting. I didn't see this topic. I feel like Nadeska and Chops went into some secret bathroom, talked about adding this because Nadeska forgot it.
There's a conspiracy theory against
you know
you?
the funny thing is?
Always a conspiracy
We mentioned
theory.
this shit while you were scrolling through your text messages from all the celebs that watched the show who hit him after the show. He's like, Nadeska, I got one for you. Look at this one. I'm like, so I'm talking to her about production shit like, hey, listen, we gotta talk about Young Thug and Jay. He's not paying attention. He's like, Nadeska, look at this. He texted me. He tweeted me. This guy.
We're very professional. We really
Why?
try to prep. Act be like writing notes.
I'm writing notes.
You're just acting crazy in the
Y'all
green room.
both just suffer from anxiety. But anyway, on
Anxiety?
this family feud topic, I think that Nadeska and Chops only went into the secret bathroom to add this because they think it's a Joe diss. Now, why do we think this is a Joe diss?
You're the old bitter nigga.
You know what? It's time that I confront all of these
Oh,
allegations
let me hydrate while
against
you.
me.
Let's go. 50 knows it.
I'm not bitter.
Yeah, you a little bitter, man. Hold on. We gotta say.
Do we need to look up
I feel
the
like
word
we need the
bitter?
dictionary.
Okay, we can look up the word
Can you guys
bitter,
cut
but
to
let
their
me tell you
angles while I
why.
search? Where
It
is
seems
it?
you're bitter because if
Whoa. I said I'm not bitter. You said it seems. I'm not dealing with perception.
Okay.
I'm dealing with reality. Lyric, I'm addressing this. Get out of my ear.
She said she's bringing the
Bitter.
dictionary. Calm down.
fuck that. You're bitter because
So I am bitter.
Yeah, you're bitter.
All right.
You're bitter because when it comes to people who did better than you've ever done in music, it feels like you have a lot of career criticisms that I don't think you yourself could have lived up to.
We have a guest coming here soon that will remain anonymous, right?
Till I get on Twitch, not playing.
Yeah.
Facts.
In year 2 of my career, I wanted zero to do with the music business.
Okay.
That y'all have to stop saying that. I'm bitter because people have done better than me or people are bigger at that. I don't care about that.
Yeah, but the way you speak to people who are, again, imagine when you just came in as a young rapper, right? Making mistakes, finding shit out, right? But still having success. It feels like you almost think they're undeserving at times.
No.
The tone,
No.
it's a lot about
The
tone.
music business or tone, that's for idiots. That's for idiots if you're listening to tone and totally ignoring words. The music business is one of the only places, Leor told me this at 20 years old, that dropouts like me can take care of not only my entire family, but a hit record takes care of too many families. I want people to get their money. What are you talking about?
You know why I personally think you're bitter? Because of this.
I like this topic.
You're bitter because...
So you're changing
No.
the first reason
I think
why
that's a
I'm bitter.
perception of why you're bitter.
Oh, I agree with that.
know
Okay.
why you're bitter.
All right.
Okay.
You're
Good.
bitter because
Heard me in here, bro.
you see a lot of people succeeding at and getting accepted for things that you have done very early. You did these things very early in your career. A lot of people said, yo, this guy is either falling off or what the fuck is he on? Now people do it. They get praised like, oh, this is great. They may have not even done it as good as you. And I think you kind of see that like, yo, if you had came out in this time and been as progressive as you were back then, like you mentioned it, like when you started, when you went to radio, right? And you got some pushback from your label. Now a lot of people getting podcasts. Podcasts are the big thing out, right? I think you see that and you're like, damn, all that shit that I was on 10 years ago is now in now. It's a little bit bitterness that builds up.
I understand what you're saying. That's why perspective.
You could cry. Tissues.
Perspective is really, really important here. I agree with everything that you just said. I think that a lot of things that have occurred in the last 10 years, I, in some type of way, have had something to do with. The list we could throw that to the side, it matters not.
It's like live streams.
So I'm agreeing with you there. But I'm gratified in that. I'm fulfilled in that. I'm fulfilled in knowing that a lot of the work that me and my counterparts put in last decade shaped things to be where they are today. A lot of the cool kids are cool because they are reactionary. They're reacting to something. I'm gonna always be looked at like the oddball, like the loser, like the corny nigga, because I'm a creator. I try to start things. I try to do it before it's dope. I try to be at least a few years ahead of all this shit. I don't look at Migos and fucking any of these other people that are way more successful than I have ever been as people that shouldn't be where they are, or I don't look at that as it has anything to do with me at all. I look at it more so and just can identify because I'm seeing a lot of the things that I saw as soon as I got signed still occur. And I would like for them to be a little wiser or be a little more armed with the tools and information so they can get further than we ever did. What type of hater would I be? Shouldn't we want tomorrow to be better than yesterday? I'm a nigga of hope and faith. They should be more popping
than
what we were last year. Academic, when I put my first album out, I sold 500,000 records. That was a flop.
It was a flop back then.
Then,
great now.
When niggas are selling 2, 3, 4, and 5 million records. Today, niggas are selling 150,000 records and getting called the best rapper in the world. I got a million reasons to be bitter. Different times. Nobody understands that better than me. I laugh when you niggas call me mad and angry and bitter.
Yeah, I don't think bitter is the right word.
Well, the reason why I say
like I'm hating on Migos.
No, not okay. That's hate. Hate and bitter. I think bitter in terms of your career could have been different had you came out at a different time. If you did everything you did then now,
let me help you.
You'd have been.
If you live with regrets, you die with them too. I don't travel with that state frame of mind that you put in me. I'm hopeful. I'm like happy about where things are. I wouldn't be here. See, I don't know how you look at here. I like you guys and this seat. But I wouldn't be where I am and who I am today without all of my transgressions. I don't look at it like, damn, I'm fucked up. I'm not fucked up.
The first step.
That's why I keep saying, maybe because I'm not wearing a bunch of jewelry and I don't have a bunch of rips in my jeans and I don't have silk scarves wrapped around my head. People think I'm doing bad.
You gotta get a silk shirt.
I'm doing really good. I'm not angry. And silk shirts.
Silk El Chapo.
You know what's funny?
Shirt.
Silk. I thought the silk sheets were fun until I purchased some. Really a bad sleep to sleep on silk sheets.
Hot?
But that had nothing to do with it. You just roll, you sticking all this shit.
Yeah.
It's not good. You're slipping and sliding. It's really bad. But I know that this bitter topic was not on here, but I have to address it because you just say it too much.
But look, Chief, we appreciate your insight. I think it's just when you yell and your veins pop out is when
we just got to get him to admit it. We're going to get you past this bitter.
No, I get it. You are passionate.
We got you on a 6-month anti-bitter.
Let's find the right word. I don't think bitter is the right word, no.
We'll find a different word.
We'll find a different
word. We got a
dictionary.
Yeah,
bitter is not it. I don't need the dictionary to tell me.
Wait, is it not
We
in
need a
here?
thesaurus, actually.
Y'all a thesaurus.
Don't look for bitter. Look for Joe Budden. Don't look for bitter.
Wait.
Bitter. Being or inducing the one of the basic taste. No, not that.
It's not a good definition. Can we focus?
What the fuck is that? Yeah.